Hey guys, welcome back as always. My name is Lazar, and today we're going to be talking about the next Prime Warframe. And do you know what the next Prime Warframe will be? Probably you have a notion of it, but it should, and I emphasize the word should, be Hildryn Prime. And the reason why I say should is simply because at time Digital Extremes is known to kind of switch things around. We might get Wisp Prime or we might get the actual Hildryn Prime. You know what? It's a win-win situation for me because these are two of some of the most amazing Warframes in the game. And you might be curious, alright Lazar, alright, what about Hildryn? What can she do? What can she do? What can she do? She is amazing, don't you know? She is a shield-based Warframe. She doesn't have any energy, and essentially her abilities pull from that giant shield pool, and you should definitely build into shield. Now let's have a look at an example of a build. We're gonna keep things simple, yes, straight to the point, and you're looking at something along these lines. You're looking at 2 Forma, you might have to go to 3 depending on your preference when it comes to certain mods. The Aura, you don't need to go for corrosive projection, especially considering that you are gonna be going with Pillage anyway. Pillage is arguably her best ability. Now, since we're talking about abilities, you're gonna use Thermal Sunder. Yes, my friends, this is a Thermal Sunder Blazing Pillage Hildryn. That's a bit of a complicated name. I don't know, I'll just think of something else for the thumbnail and all whatnot. But you are gonna be using Thermal Sunder from Gauss on her kit. The question is, alright, what do I put out? Well, honestly, her 4 ability, cool as it may be, Aegis Storm, going up into the air, Iron Man and all whatnot, and being very useful, you're not gonna be using this one a whole lot, or if ever. So you can replace Aegis Storm, but I would recommend you forget about Balefire. Oh, what? Perish the thought, my Balefire. Here's the thing, if you put Thermal Sunder on her 4 and you go ESO, you're done. You cast it a couple of times and then Simaris is gonna be like, you can't use that ability because bullshit. Essentially, yes, so you're gonna be using it on your 1, you cannot renounce your Pillage, and you cannot renounce your Haven, because essentially the build is gonna work like this. You cast your Haven, you get into range, you cast your Pillage on your enemies, then you're gonna be using Thermal Sunder, but on the cold proc, so you're gonna be consuming any heat procs on targets, get that bonus damage, get that explosion crowd control, and then you can further add crowd control to your targets if you want to recast the ability. Or what you can do is cast Thermal Sunder heat mode. Yes, you know there are 2 ways to cast this one, and just build up those heat stacks until you're happy with the amount of damage over time you're doing, and then consume them in a big bada boom explosion. Basically, that's kind of how the build works. Normally, however, because of Blazing Pillage, you should be applying your heat procs using your Pillage. You know why? Even though it may not be as fast, essentially this one, my friends, is gonna be a whole lot cheaper. 187 instead of 600 something. So bear that one in mind. Now, when you hover over her abilities, you're gonna see a cost in shield. When you hover over Thermal Sunder, you're gonna see a cost in energy. It's not energy. That's essentially gonna be a shield cost. Now, when it comes to the whole, hey, what Archon shards I'm going to be using, honestly, this is really up to you. You can go max shield because this is Hildryn. You can go casting speed. Casting speed goes a long way for her Pillage because, honestly, this is the only annoying part of the build. Pillage takes a while to go out and then to go back. Okay, you can recast it quickly to make it come back faster to you, but still, it's a bit annoying, and natural talent, or better said, cast speed, helps with that. So you can use a couple of orange shards to get yourself some cast speed, and of course blue shards for maximum shield. If not, you can just go for the standard approach with red. Everybody's using red shards nowadays because basically the most powerful, and you can put something like power strength, or you can put something like duration. You got power strength with blind rage, you got duration with prime continuity. I would keep streamline for the efficiency. Prime sure-footed, disgusting as it may have once been, this is a must-have when it comes to not getting crowd control, so you're gonna go for this one. Aura is up to you. The 2 range mods, however, are mandatory, just like adaptation. No, you do not need a maxed out adaptation. You can go 2 from the top easily, and resurrection, I believe, is self-explained why it's here. Now, when it comes to Arcanes, if you ask me, Arcane Barrier, without a doubt, best in slot when it comes to Hildryn. And second best in slot is gonna be the Aegis. Now, you can replace Aegis for something else, something like a Weapon Arcane if you prefer, but we're gonna be going with Arcane Aegis for now. And I think that's pretty much it. How about I show you how the build actually works, yes? And we're gonna be spawning in level 165 Corrupted Heavy Goons and level 165 Exogogstad Officer on Pawsum. No invincibility, no tricks up my sleeve. So you can see exactly how this one works. You activate your free ability, you activate your Pillage, and then you can already apply crowd control with your one ability. Take a look at that. Boom, big explosion. What, you got up? Not a problem. Frozen stiff. And again, you should be looking to apply your heat procs using your second ability, Pillage, which of course also will be removing the enemy's defenses. Then blow them up, like so. Not enough, they're still, well, they're not alive, but if they were alive, then you can just use a Tongue Core to finish them off, or whatever else weapon you desire. As you can see, survivability is a non-issue when it comes to this build. Crowd control, a non-issue when it comes to this build. And honestly, right now, from my humble point of view, I would argue this is one of the best, if not the best, Hildryn build you can have. It's also cool because it plays on synergies and all whatnot. Now, my friends, some of you are used to the most OP-ness, the highest levelist, the bestest level capist fist. Obviously, this is not it. When it comes to the pure damage that the build can do, it can't really compete with an actual damage frame. Hildryn is simply not that. But more importantly, Leyzar, how does it work in Steel Path? Will I do okay? Will I survive? Will I have a good time and clear Steel Path? And the answer is, well, obviously you will. Welcome to the Void, my friends. Now, what I'm going to be doing is showing you a not montage. I'm going to show you the whole run, or from the start, so you can see exactly how this one works. Again, I activate my free ability. You're in my range. I activate my Pillage. And now I can already start crowd controlling. Or I can cast my Pillage a couple of more times until he has no defenses whatsoever. It's a non-issue if you think about it. Are you dead? You're not dead. How about now? You dead? You dead now. Essentially, this is how the build plays. And of course, the more enemies around you, the more powerful Hildryn is because of her abilities and how Pillage works. Now, I want to talk about a few issues when it comes to the build. As you can see, I'm taking my time, no hands, you know, I'm chilling, I'm fine, I'm not really gonna die, 6,000 shields, something. Now, one of the issues is the fact that you need to be in range for your Haven, and we got 2 range mods. We do. Stretch and reach. Is it enough though? Well, it's gonna have to be enough because you cannot go overextended on this one. Stop it, guys. Stop it. You're gonna die. You're just gonna die. Don't you even think about hitting me. You alive? You alive? Not anymore. So that's one of my issues when it comes to the build. The fact that indeed I need to be in range for my Haven to take effect. Take a look at that. Heat proc. Obviously, when you apply a heat proc with your 2, you're also going to be applying crowd control. The armor is gone. Activate my 1. Heat cold proc is in. Bonus damage. Crowd control. What are you going to do? What are you gonna do? And no armor on the target, so essentially right now even a toothpick can kill him. Here's the honest truth: when it comes to dealing with high level targets, if you remove their defenses, there's really not a whole lot left, so you can easily take them out, no problem whatsoever. Of course, you can also use Thermal Sunder to keep on building your heat stacks and explode the target. That's not a problem. But you're gonna be consuming a whole lot more energy, and by energy I mean shield. So use your second ability, use your Pillage to actually build stacks. And if you're the kind of player that says, dude, listen, Pillage doesn't move fast enough, god damn it, it takes a while for it to get going, coming back, try to use a bit or a lot, depending on the case and your own personal preference, of casting speed. That's gonna help you tons. And basically, my friends, that's kinda how the build plays. It survives well, it deals a good amount of damage, not a staggering amount of damage. And again, from my point of view, when it comes to good old Hildryn, Mama Hildryn and all whatnot, this is arguably and probably one of the best builds you can run. And I do believe, my friends, that's pretty much it. As always, my name is Leyzar. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, favorite, share, and subscribe only if you enjoy the content. If you got any feedback for me, I would love to read it in the comment section down below. Also in the comment section down below, if you got any particular suggestions. Do you like this style of content? Hey, Leyzar! More weapon builds, less Warframe builds, or anything of the sort. Oh, and if you don't know how to build a Tongue Core, link in the cards right now for a full and detailed guide on one of the last true surviving AoE weapons in the game. It is absolutely sensational, and you know what? It pairs well with Mama Hildryn, because why the hell not? I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye! Oh, all defense is gone? Bye-bye. He's just chilling.